Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Kay, and here on my channel I share everything nails with you. In today's video we'll be doing a acrylic fill slash rebalance, very beginner friendly. Here I'm using my tungsten removal bit to remove our previous design as well as debulk as much as possible. This client did want to change her shape back to almond, so we will be changing her design as well. I will be using my hand file to change her shape, so you'll get to see how I change my client's nails from one shape to the next. I am using my e-file at 20 to 25,000 RPMs. My removal speed varies depending on what I'm removing and how long the client nails are. So you get to see me use both my removal bit and my fine carbide bit in my videos. So I switch it up from time to time. And if you're not comfortable with using removal bits, just go for a safety one and practice as much as possible until your comfort level is there, and then go ahead. I like to debolt my client nails before going with a fresh lay of product, whether it's hard gel, structure, soft gel, or acrylic. So that's what I'm doing here. After this, I will be going in with my medium barrel bit to exfoliate the new growth as well as gently push her cuticles back. Before doing so, I like to go in with a cuticle pusher just to gently push her cuticle back as well. And then I'll go in with my barrel bit. I will be using my barrel bit in both a reverse and a forward direction. And I like to use my speed. Well, when I'm using this specific Melody Susie e-file, I'm using it between 4 to 6 RPMs just because it's a little smoother, and it's much more lightweight than the other ones that I've used previously. So it does varies from speed, whichever, depending on the e-file that I'm using. I have maybe 3 or 4 different Melody Susie e-files, as well as backups just in case if I ever any one of them go bad, I have something to, finish my day with. So yeah, here I'm just going ahead to prep the new growth and exfoliate her natural nails. I will be going in with my flame bit as well, and I'm doing that ever so gently. You don't want to pierce into the sidewall of the nails or cuticles, so I'm doing it ever so gently. I'm using my flame bit today because this client is a picker. I think I've shared that with you guys before. She will pick around the skin around her nails, so I try not to leave anything under for her to pick. She will sometimes pick her natural nails from underneath, so I do go underneath her natural nails as well and take up as much as I can to prevent her from picking it. So you'll get to see me do that as well. And we are going to be doing just a black, 3 black solid nail and 2 Frenchies, and we'll be going in with a nude base for the French design. I'll let you guys watch this portion of the video, and I'll be back. All right, guys, here I'm using my 100 grit nail file to reshape her nails, and we're going for almond. So I'm making sure I'm going from sidewall to sidewall and bringing that nail to a peak. And I'm looking down the barrel of the nail to make sure that peak is where it's supposed to be. I'm also using my e-file at the free edge of the nail, filing upwards to take up that natural curve as well. And then just alternating sides. So just make sure you're alternating the sides without overfiling the sidewalls, and your shape is where it needs to be by looking down the barrel of the nail. So yeah, I'll let you guys finish watching this, and I'll be back once we get to acrylic application. Alright guys, so you've seen me dehydrate using my mix that I like to use, both alcohol and acetone, to cleanse the nail plate and dehydrate the nail plate. And then I went in with my Young Nail Protein Bond and my gel bottle clear rubber base. I do like to use this on my acrylic clients as well. Most of them had brittle, weak nails. Sometimes they separate from the free edge. I don't really have a lift-in. I do use Young Nail acrylic systems. Love them so much. And I've been using them for years. Here I'm just going ahead with a medium-sized bead applied closest to the cuticle, and then using my middle of my brush to take it down the entire nail. Now, if I need a bead or two after my first bead, then I'll apply it where I need it, and then I'll feather it up the nail just to make sure that structure is there and I'm not bulking up the nail. And I'm making sure my application is nice and smooth. Lessen the finish filing for me once we're done with application. And I never really take off the acrylic. I always like to fold it and feather it back up the entire nail. So yeah, if you have any questions about my prep or acrylic application, please leave them down in the description bar, and I'll be open to answering your questions. Also, all the products that I'm using in this video will be listed in the description bar, minus the Jello Jello color and my D&D nude, but I left the name of them on the screen for you guys. So yeah, here I'm going in with my fine carbide bit to finish file, making sure her sidewalls are nice and sealed, as well as her cuticle. And I will be taking up her natural nails from underneath her nail just to make sure she doesn't have nothing to pick at. I love how these turned out. I always love working with her nails because her nail bed is just so perfect. I don't really have much problems with her nail bed, but besides her picking the skin around her nails or picking her natural nails from underneath the product. So this is why I file up most of my clients' natural nails from underneath. I still have a lot to work with. So yeah, if you have tried any of the methods that I've shared with you guys so far here on my channel, please let me know how you've been liking them and what you have seen a difference in doing it that way. Here I'm just using my 240 grit sanding band to finish file and making sure there's no lumps and bumps or scratches from the fine carbide bit, and then she'll wash, and that is with no soap, and then we'll go straight in with our design. All right, guys, so here I'm going in with my Jello JC14 over entire nail. And I thought she was going to get a design this time because she did send me two other options. She went for this design. So I was like, okay, I still have not yet had, well, this week I had two clients come in and ask for Halloween nails. So I did get to record one for you guys. So that will be coming up in the upcoming video on Tuesday. I am trying my best to get back on schedule, guys. School has been amazing. I did want to update you guys on that as well. But on Tuesday, I will be uploading a fun Halloween nail design for you guys. So you guys will get to see that. And it is acrylic. So yeah, so forgive me. I am trying to make sure everything still fits in the schedule. I just didn't have enough time to finish editing, do the voiceover, and everything else. I don't want to just put whatever out here for you guys to watch. I want to make sure it's still of quality. So yeah, here I'm just pushing back her cuticle just a little bit to open her cuticle up so I could tuck the polish as close as possible without touching her skin. So let me give you guys just an update on how school has been going. Last week we did presentation on persuasive speech, and my topic was on why it's important to wear comfortable shoes. So I tapped into, you know, the care of the feet and all of that, and why it's important to make sure your feet is nice and healthy. And you guys know I love working with feet, so it was fun to just talk about what I love to do a little bit more. And everyone, it's 17 of us in class, and everyone kind of just chimed off of each other. Someone else spoke about why it's important to practice ergonomics, why it's important to exercise, do different hand movements, especially in their industry when it comes down to carpal tunnel and just your body and your feet just feeling fatigue. And this is why I go to the gym, try to go to the gym as often as possible. So yeah, school has been amazing. This week we're tapping into creating lesson plans and syllabus. It still feels so foreign that I'm actually embarking into a different, aspect of what I love to do. But this is something that I've talked about since 2021, and now it's 2025, and I'm actually doing it. So I'm excited, but still all at the same time. I'm soaking it all in. So yeah, the best is yet to come. Anyways, so yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying my video so far. I will be making sure I post my shorts, and this week was a little bit slower for me at work, so I had time to edit most of the videos that I had previously. So you guys will be getting your videos back on schedule this week. Here I'm just going ahead with my Young Nail Stain Resistant Top Coat to finish her off, and then I will be going into finish file just to make sure the shape is nice and crispy. So yeah, we will be curing for 90 seconds in the light, and then we'll go straight in with alcohol to cleanse the nail from the inhibition layer. And then if anything is got on our skin, the alcohol will stop the curing process and the overexposure possibilities. So yeah, so cleansing your client's nails afterwards is actually necessary, and it helps. So if you guys have any questions about any of the process that I share with you, please leave them in the description bar. And if you're new here, thank you for being here. And to my subscribers, thank you so much for your support. And I will see you guys in my next one.